The performance lifestyle is a way to live that supports your exercise habits and accelerates the results you experience. Think of this as the blueprint to looking great, feeling great, and performing your best. As you embark on your performance journey, you will follow proven systems and a path that many others have taken to look great, feel great, and perform their best. Your journey begins with a sign that can predict the outcomes along the way. Believe and follow the messaging from this day forward, and you will achieve the life you have dreamed of and deserve. Prioritize your health. There are 168 hours in the week. We simply ask you to devote 4 to 5 hours per week toward an optimal exercise plan. This doesn't mean you put exercise first. It means you fit it into your life, period. If it was easy to do on your own, you would have done it already. Coaching is the single best predictor of success. Doing what you did 15 years ago, doing what you see others do, or not doing anything at all, will all result in everything from injury, spinning your wheels, to a gradual decline in health and vitality leading to mortality. Let a coach guide, inspire, and motivate you along your journey. Don't build strength on dysfunction. This is all about the power of personalization. Discomfort and injury loom if you aren't doing what your body needs and is ready for. Embrace your current strength band and get a quick win to move into a higher level band. Get twice the results in half the time with natural movement. The results you experience are accelerated when the body is moving the way it is designed to move. This natural movement emphasizes the neural connection from the mind to the soft tissue through the nervous system. This joint-by-joint and head-to-toe connection is what makes performance training and systematic movement dominant among fitness training methodologies. Lastly, you can't out-train a poor diet. Adding optimal strength and conditioning to your life provides tremendous results. However, if you want to transform your body, you'll need to make improvements to your eating habits. Regardless of how you are currently eating, you can see change immediately. Let's turn our attention to the Perpetual Personal Training System. By now, you should recognize this perpetual system since it is the vehicle that delivers the 5 systems and ultimately drives adaptation and the transformation you are looking for. The Perpetual Personal Training System begins with realization. Transitions to baseline assessment, and then on to foundation. Foundation is the focus for this video. Foundation represents the elements of the performance lifestyle. The elements we will highlight include eating habits, life stress, cardio, and sleep. Let's tackle eating habits first. 95% of diets fail. Therefore, instead of recommending a specific diet or selling and profiting from packaged foods, powders, and vitamins, we recommend a philosophy. This philosophy is rooted within a book called Ultra Metabolism from Dr. Mark Hyman, and the concept is called nutrigenomics. Nutrigenomics is a study of how the food you consume talks to your genes to do what they are genetically designed to do. The heart of this healthy eating philosophy is to eat whole and natural food. Every food sits on a continuum between whole and natural and processed. Let's identify some foods to get some practice. When you look at a banana, is it more processed or whole and natural? Absolutely. It's 100% whole and natural. How about fish? Same thing, whole natural. Nuts. You got it, whole natural. How about Doritos? Where do Doritos fall on this continuum? Yep, you're right. They are completely processed. How about yogurt? Where does yogurt sit on this? And obviously it depends upon the type of yogurt that you purchase. So you'd want to make sure you're reading labels. But in general, that yogurt is probably going to fall in the middle somewhere. It might, again, be dependent upon which one you purchase. But there are some elements that are processed and there are some elements that are natural. How about oatmeal? Where does oatmeal sit? Well, again, might depend upon the type of oatmeal you purchase. What if you purchase the oatmeal in the little packages that when you open it up and pour it out, it comes out like it pours out kind of like sugar? That's going to be over in this range, very highly processed. But if you're eating the old-fashioned oats, well, you know what? Those are whole and natural. There's just. How about spinach? Where's spinach sit? Again, whole natural. Let's go on to the second key to this philosophy. The second key is to eat a high-quality protein source at each meal. Protein is the building block of life, and along with fat helps satiety, which is the state of being fed or feeling full and satisfied. Some great sources of protein include eggs, nuts, beans, seafood, turkey, chicken, beef, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, peanut butter. So those are the two main aspects of this philosophy. Nutrition resources we recommend include the Healthy Eating Handbook, 7 Fat Loss Habits and Your Authorized Food Guide, the Keys to Weight Loss Success, the 5-Day Healthy Eating Example, Daily Caloric Framework and Planning, and your grocery shopping list. All of these resources can be accessed and downloaded by visiting our website. And typing in positiveFitnessPerformance.com/nutrition1. Let's go through these quickly. The only one I won't spend time on is the Daily Caloric Framework and Planning. The reason for this is simple. The two most important steps to include in this philosophy include eating the whole natural foods and adding a protein source within each meal. There's no focus to restrict whole natural food, as the body should self-regulate as you wean yourself off processed sugars, which will help with cravings. If you find the need to determine a rough caloric range, then this resource can be helpful. However, I would caution against micromanaging calories, weighing and measuring food, and otherwise completely consuming yourself with time-consuming and ultimately difficult to adhere to strategies. Let's make this simple and just shop and eat whole natural foods. Besides, if you overdo it on a bag of carrots, it won't cost you much. In 1 pound of carrots, there are about 150 calories. A pound of carrots is roughly 6 very large carrots. Just to help you understand the difference between processed and whole natural, you would need to eat 11 to 12 of those Dorito chips to match that 150 calories. And I don't know about you, but eating 11 to 12 Doritos takes me about 30 seconds. I'm not sure I could eat 6 large carrots even in a day. Above all else, think about the message you are sending your genes in those two foods. I believe the message you send with the carrot is I want you to look great, feel great, and perform well. The message you send when you eat Doritos is more like, I don't care what you look like, feel like, or perform like. I'm more interested in eating something that puts my taste buds ablaze. And that's the salt and the artificial flavors they add. So here we go. Let's summarize each resource quickly. So the Healthy Eating Handbook. This resource is from Precision Nutrition, a preferred certification for those of us interested in providing healthy eating guidelines. In summary, there are 10 rules of good nutrition. Number 1, eat every 2 to 3 hours. Number 2, eat complete lean protein each time you eat. Number 3, eat vegetables every time you eat. Number 4, eat carbs only when you deserve to. And this is taken directly from the Precision Nutrition Handbook. Quote, eat fruits and veggies whenever you want. And if you want to eat a carbohydrate that's not a fruit or a vegetable, this includes things like simple sugars, pasta, rice, potatoes, bread, you can, but you'll need to save it until after you've exercised. Yes, these often heavily processed grains are dietary staples in North America, but heart disease, diabetes, and cancer are medical staples, and there's a relationship between the two. To stop heading down the heart disease highway, reward yourself for a good workout with a good carbohydrate meal right after. Your body best tolerates these carbohydrates after exercise. For the rest of the day, eat your lean protein and a delicious selection of fruits and veggies. End quote. Number 5, learn to love healthy fats. Number 6, ditch the calorie-containing drinks. Number 7, focus on whole foods. Number 8, have 10% foods. And again, this is directly from the Precision Nutrition Handbook. Quote, I know you cringed at a few of the rules above, but here's the thing. 100% nutritional discipline is never required for optimal progress. The difference in results. Between 90% adherence to your nutrition program and 100% adherence is negligible. So if you can allow yourself 10% foods that break the rules, but which you'll allow yourself to eat or drink, if that's a beverage, 10% of the time, just make sure you do the math and determine what 10% of the time really means. For example, if you're eating 6 meals per day for 7 days a week, that's 42 meals. 10% of 42 is about 4. Therefore, you're allowed to break the rules on about 4 meals each week. End quote. Number 9, develop food preparation strategies. And number 10, balance food choices with healthy variety. Another key in the Healthy Eating Handbook is to eat more protein. And the last one, from North American to nutritious. And you can read more about this, but we as North Americans are typically eating too many processed foods that are acidic. Reducing our dietary acids is important to muscles, bone, and our hormonal profile. Another resource, the 7 Fat Loss Habits and the Authorized Food Guide. Remove processed foods from the home. Replace high-calorie drinks with water. Cut alcohol from your diet. Cut sugars and artificial sweeteners. Portion control is helpful. Time your meals correctly. Get active and drive your metabolism. And then, of course, the Authorized Food Guide, which is kind of a neat little thing. You can kind of see here. Got some great sources of protein. Got some alternate sources. Bunch of fruits, bunch of veggies. Bunch of the different carb recommendations. And again, a lot of these resources kind of overlap, but they're all good things. And you never know what might assist you in breaking through some barriers. Another resource, the keys to weight loss success and some meal ideas. So the keys include eating whole natural foods. Stop eating 2-3 hours before bedtime. Eat a great breakfast. Exercise consistently. Weigh in weekly. Drink at least 64 ounces of water daily. Get 7 to 8 hours of sleep nightly. So initially, we'll want you to identify your compliance to this plan. For example, are you 50% compliant, 60% compliant with eating whole natural foods? Second, begin making upgrades. If you are 50% compliant, try moving to 60%. This gradual improvement is important because most are not able to go from a poor diet to an ideal diet overnight. The weekly weigh-ins help you identify whether to stay consistent with your plan or make modifications. If you're not seeing success, you may need to create a daily caloric framework to stay within based upon your current body weight and activity levels. The 5-day meal plan. Here are 2 of the 5 days of this meal plan, and you can download this plan as an example of what is possible. Again, it's just showing you what your meal plan could potentially look like with breakfast, lunch, dinner, some snacks. Another great resource for you to add into your life is the shopping list. How easy is it going to be to go shopping and fill the kitchen with great for you food? As a smart professional, moving toward your goals requires a shift in your thinking because you're not 20 anymore. A smart professional is someone who has a few years under their belt and is undergoing the accumulation of life stress. Stress is largely misunderstood and underestimated as it relates to creating barriers to reaching our health and fitness goals. When we were 20, the amount of stress in our lives was low and our bodies were in peak physiological condition. Put 20 years on that body, 2 kids, a potential bankruptcy, job stress, early mornings, aging parents, and a failing marriage into the equation, and you have a perfect storm for low energy, poor confidence, back pain, stiffness, non-existent libido, poor posture, midsection fat and bulging, high blood pressure, poor sleep, and just an otherwise undesirable life. You don't have to accept a life unfulfilled. You don't have to guess or do what others do to have more energy, look better, be healthier, and to receive the benefits of the miracle cure, which is exercise, as published by the Academy of Medical Royal Colleges in their 2015 case study, Prevention is Better Than Cure. You simply have to follow proven systems and begin your performance journey. Put the entire puzzle together with strength, cardio, healthy eating, sleep, and manage life stress with a restored mindset. Your perceptions, interpretations, and expectations all play roles in whether your body receives positive or negative stress. Stay positive. Expect adversity. Make peace with things beyond your control. Take time to relax every day. Spend time with people who think the world of you, and live by the ABCs of life. The ABCs of life sits in my kitchen as a constant reminder for my personal development. The third element within foundation is cardio. The type, duration, and intensity of cardiovascular exercise is largely dependent upon your fitness level and goals. Our umbrella recommendation is to include cardio on days you do not see us for optimal strength and conditioning. This checkerboard looks something like this. We include energy system training through intervals in our optimal strength and conditioning sessions. We'll want you to add, at the very minimum, recreational conditioning. Or light cardio, which is more than likely walking. The rating of perceived exertion for this activity is 4 to 5 on that 1 to 10 scale. Simply begin and slowly progress with duration and intensity. For those of you who have baseline fitness and are looking to enhance your transformation, you'll want to, at the very minimum, include 2 days per week of the general conditioning or cardio. Here, you'll want to select steady state exercises such as cycling, running, elliptical, stair-stepping, rowing, or swimming that elicit a 7 on that 1 to 10 scale. This 7 feels like you are able to talk, but you'd rather not. You'll experience some discomfort and sweat, but make it doable. Play mental games, watch a show, news, sports, or whatever you can to simply get it done. The final foundational element we'll discuss is sleep. Provide your body and mind with 7 hours of restful sleep. Here are a few helpful tips. Follow a consistent sleep-wake schedule. Set an alarm to go to bed. Keep the schedule even through the weekend. Minimize stimulation before bed, specifically televisions, computers, and cell phones. Keep your bedroom dark by reducing light. Hang room darkening shades or wear a sleep mask. Sometimes your bedroom is too quiet. Experiment with white noise like a fan or conditioner. Keep your bedroom cool, somewhere between 60 to 67 degrees. Make the bedroom a sleeping center, not an entertainment center. And invest in a great mattress. Thank you for taking the time to learn about the performance lifestyle. That wraps up some of the most important foundational elements that complement optimal strength and conditioning and move you steadily toward your goal of looking great, feeling great, and performing your best.